Well, there are new concerns over fraud still underway in the Commonwealth's unemployment system. Kentucky State Auditor Mike Harmon out with a new audit today, saying his office has identified continuing issues in the unemployment system after a statewide audit during 2021. Now, this audit revealed 9 findings related to issues with unemployment insurance and its system. You'll remember last year, unemployment had issues with auto pay and security concerns, including people who had to remove stops on their accounts. But the report revealed that the unemployment system failed to fully implement controls to detect fraudulent activity before the payments were even sent out. Mike Harmon says there's still concern over what the state audit uncovered.
In the small samples that we looked at, we actually confirmed over $118,000 in fraudulent payments. We looked at a couple of different sample spaces in that regard, some of them out of state, some of them in state.
Harmon answering our questions this afternoon. One of those samples Harmon was referring to there, 54 claimants reported that the Labor Cabinet as their employer. Auditors randomly reviewed 13 of those claims with payments totaling more than $20,000 to people. All were fraud. Another sample, out-of-state filers totaling more than $28,000. Auditors randomly selected 34 of those claims and 15 were fraudulent with payments totaling more than $69,000. However, Harmon says some of the improvements to the system did help.
Between last year's statewide single audit and this year's volume 1 and volume 1 comparisons, certainly we've seen improvement. Glad to see improvement. The main takeaway, there's still fraud. There still needs to be an improvement in that area.
Harmon says at the closing of the fiscal year in June of 2021, there were more than 120,000 claimants who still needed for their unemployment to be resolved. He says it's unclear how many of those cases are fraudulent.